Hello and welcome back to Technology Strategic. Hello and welcome back to the Technology Forecasting for Strategic Decision Making course. We have looked at the basic definitions so far when it came to strategy, tactical, and operational. So these are the three definitions that we saw. Different time scales, different activities, different sets of people who are responsible, different things that one has to do to implement them in your organization. This is what we saw. Just as a teaser, we're going to have a quiz. I'm going to give you three personalities. I'm going to describe to you three people. You will have to guess which one's which. So, person A, I would describe what they do and what they are responsible for in an organization, and describe them to you. Some activity, you can take a guess as to whether they are strategic, are they tactical, are they operational. So you have to take a guess. Okay. So this is going to be, of course, not for evaluation, just a thing to keep refresh you on what we just covered. So this is going to be a sort of a fun quiz, so to speak. No marks attached to it. Okay. So I will first, let's go over to the first character. This person is Pari. She is a warehouse manager. Okay. She is responsible mainly, and her activities revolve around moving goods from one place to another. So this is her main responsibility. She carries out these activities in three cities in India: Mumbai, Ahmedabad, and Delhi. So these are the main activities, main location for her. So you can pause, take down. What do you think is Pari? Is she strategic, involved in strategic operations, tactical operations? I'm sorry, strategic. Is she in tactical? Is she in operational activities of her company? Okay, just pause the video and take your guess. Okay. The second character is Satish. Satish is mainly involved in collecting input and data from sales agents. There are a bunch of sales agents in his company. His main job revolves around collecting inputs and data from all these field service sales agents. He researches, goes and finds out more about their different business units, in all different units, business units, not only sales. He starts off with inputs from sales agents, but researches into different business units. Okay, doesn't limit it to one business unit. Also, another part of his job is to talk to top management heads and business heads. So that's describes Satish, his role in an organization. He collects, in terms of inputs, collected from sales agents. Sales agents are people who are out there in the field selling stuff, products or services for the organization. He researches into different business units, what they are up to and all that. And finally, he also gets to talk to top management heads and business heads to get a feel for what they do. Okay. Lastly, this is the third part of the quiz. The third personality we're going to talk about in this quiz is Tarun, who is a human resources head. Okay, so he heads the division human resources. He gets himself trained on regulations and rules of the company, of the government, of the land, and all that. He gets to know of all of that. He also, just like similar to Satish, he collects requirements from business heads, but the only difference is only on their personal needs. Okay, personnel with a double N. So he looks at all the requirements from business heads on their personnel needs. What all people they need for in the future, what all people will be needed in the near term future on their projects, in running the organization, in whatever else. Okay, So in all the personal needs, Tarun collects all the requirements. Okay, so these are the three people, Pari, Satish and Tarun, whom you have to categorize. Each of them is unique. One belongs to strategy, one belongs to tactical, and one belongs to operational. You have to figure out which one's which one. Okay, that's going to be your quiz. Okay, that's it for now. We will see with the answers in the next module, next session itself, next module itself. Okay, thank you.